What's up, guys? It's your boy King David, and I'm back at it with another video. This video is about 4 in the morning, guys, and just felt like I had to get this one out. So here we go. I'm gonna talk about a couple things, and it just makes a lot of sense to me. And take what you can from the video. And if you don't take anything, just listen to my words. I feel like that feel like with retention, right, guys? Retention or semen retention, right, guys? I came to a conclusion that it's just a lifestyle practice. It's just something that every man should be doing, right? And I think that we shouldn't really idolize anybody who's gone on a long streak. It's like your own personal journey, and I feel like everybody's journey is a bit different. And in the the codes, the light codes, the downloads that you get is is really unique to whoever you are, right? I also think that like a lot of these people that you're watching that are making semen retention videos, uh, and they're really true and authentic about it. Eventually, they're probably not going to be making any more semen retention videos. You know, I think a lot of people think it's just going to continue. Uh, they're just going to keep making videos about retention. And here's the thing: most people aren't going to keep making videos about retention because two reasons. One, um, there's different levels of retention, right? There's people who are just doing it because of a challenge. They're only going like a certain amount of days if they can go that long. There's some people who make it a lifestyle, like me, right? Who can go like the distance, but that doesn't always mean you're gonna be on like a super long streak, right, guys? And then there's some people who are just in the thick of it, who are on super long streaks. And the latter, like the last one I put out there, are the rare beings. Those are the people who really are about the practice, right? And a lot of the times, they don't even know everything about retention, right, guys? Um, I feel like there are people out there who are at the end spectrum, right? The people who just retain on a day to day basis, like that's just what they do. Like they just don't release, they don't watch corn, they don't, uh, sleep with a bunch of women. I feel like those guys, and they don't even like really consciously think about it. They're just doing it naturally, right? Uh, those guys are the rare few. There's not a lot of guys who do that, right? and who think like that. There's some out there, but not that many. The guys like me, for instance, are I heard it's more like the limbo state, right? And you're kind of like on the fence, but not exactly, right? It's like you're either like fully dedicated with it, um, and you know everything about it, but there's a line in the Matrix that really stuck with me, right? And it makes a lot of sense. Morpheus says to Neo, the first Matrix, right? Morpheus says to Neo after he saves Trinity, and he says, there's a difference between knowing the path and walking the path. Right, guys? And that's the truth. Is like when you've dabbled in both, when you know about the path, you know about the journey, and you've actually walked the journey and you've done it many a times, um, you're not on the fence about it. Like you know about the benefits, but you know it will come in time. I think a lot of people who retain and who are on their long streaks, right? They only start making videos after they're on their long streaks. You get what I mean? Which is fine. There's nothing wrong with that. But a lot of guys, like I said, aren't telling you the full truth. So like when I'm out here making these videos, this is the truth, guys. It's like it's a true battle. And I feel like a lot of people don't want to see the ugly side of it. They just want to see the benefits. They just want to see the attraction from women. They want to see the the all the benefits you get from it, basically. The high energy and whatnot. They want to see that side of you, or see, or just hear about like stories or something that of things that are happening. It really, and the funny part about it is we're gonna touch on the first one I was talking about, like out of the three different stages, right? Um, Funny thing about the first stage is that there's a lot of guys that do it for the challenge, right? If you're doing it for a challenge, um, I think it's a good thing in general because it's like you're practicing you're practicing something that you should already be doing, but you're calling it a challenge when really it should be like what you should be doing to begin with. And that's fine, you know what I mean? It's cool to like look at it from like a more jokingly aspect, like you're joking around like, oh, this is just a challenge, or I can do this, or look at it as like something that I feel like the word challenge is like it's kind of accurate but not accurate. It's like you're saying like you can't do it, but then you can, you know, especially if you're able to make the days, like you can do it. Uh but it really isn't a challenge. Like it's really like with retention and stuff like that. They say like 90-day challenge and whatnot. It's like Not saying it like really isn't a challenge, like it's easy or nothing. I'm just saying it's like it's more to it than that, right, guys? Like I think if you're able to like consciously know that it's more to it than a challenge, then you're already on the right path, guys. Because it's like not everybody's gonna be able to complete it, and not everybody's gonna want to do it, and not everybody's gonna like get the same benefits from it. So it really depends on if it's your divine timing or not. If the Most High allows you to, um, the Most High allows you to be granted, the certain amount of days or whatnot. That's the thing about retention, guys. And I feel like a lot of creators, uh, they're not 100% truthful, like I said in the very beginning of the video. And then there's some that are very truthful. Like, it's like relapses are going to happen. And like, that's a part of the journey. And like, the state that I'm in is a normal part of the journey in itself. I feel like the biggest and most important part about being on the journey is that you got to keep going. It's about never giving up, you know? So if you have that never give up mentality, eventually you're going to get it because you already have the mentality that you're never going to give up. Like eventually you will not, you know, watch the videos. Eventually you will not, you know, be with women who are very promiscuous and stuff. Eventually that's going to happen for you because you have this attitude of this is what I believe and this is what I'm going to keep doing no matter what. So it's like you have no other option. You've already put yourself in a position of a good position. I feel like if you're putting yourself in a bad position that's not so good, like you're making things worse for yourself. But I'm just saying, like, if you're doing a spiritual practice, I think Yash even says this, like if you're doing a spiritual practice, like the Most High, He wants you to do that practice. It's like your divine timing. There's a reason why you're doing it. There's a reason why you're going through all the things you're going through. There's a reason why you resonate with the video. There's a reason why you feel a calling to do it, because like I think of it like this. I feel like it's a message, right? Whether it be like a voice message, a voicemail, or email, or however you want to put it, man, or a text message. It's all a message in general. And it might not be for you in this very moment, but you might double back to the video and then you watch it and it clicks in your mind, like your consciousness is on a different level. So you come back to the video and you get it. You're like, oh, I understand it now. I understand what he's talking about. When before you didn't know what the heck I was saying, man. You know? And it's like with me personally, it's like the same thing, guys. Like I think with retention journey, you have to let the Most High work through you and realize that you have to just willingly just give it to Him. and allow him to work through you to purify your soul, right? I think a lot of like content creators, I wouldn't even say a lot because I don't know enough to say a lot, but I would have to say that some people, they only film when they're deep within their streak because that was the time. Or maybe, yeah, I think that's really the answer. Maybe that was their time to film after years of, you know, trying to break free from the habit. Then they can finally say that I'm done with it through the grace of God. And now I can make these videos to resonate with people who are on the same consciousness as I am. Right, guys? And when you're in a state like how I am, I feel like a lot of people don't want to necessarily watch the video because they kind of like laugh at it like, oh, well, this guy's not 100% real about his journey, or maybe he's like, he wants to, I feel like the ugly part, like a lot of the times on the internet, we don't see the ugly part, right? Because people don't want to film the ugly part. They don't want to know what it really is like, right? And I feel like most guys, they know like what that is like the gooning, you know, you're gooning and then you're not gooning. So it's like, you gotta, you gotta obviously admit that you're still doing it, right? And people don't want to like come out with content that says, you know, says the truth because it makes them kind of look bad. But if you think about it, um, I'd rather watch a video that's real about what stage you're going through than watch a video of somebody. Or no, I'm not even gonna say watch a video who somebody who's years within it. I think both are good. You know, the hardest part about retention videos is that I feel like the hardest part about retention videos, and a lot of people don't admit, is that is that you don't know if the person's retaining or not unless you've been retaining for a long time. Then you can kind of tell. There's like certain signs that you could tell. Or if you met the person in real life, then you could tell, right? But I also think that I think that whatever stage you're in within retention, and you're dedicated to really like freeing yourself, um, you got to keep pushing no matter what it is, right, guys? I think success is around the corner, right, guys? Like with whatever you do, success is around the corner. And a lot of times we give up right before we reach our success. And I feel like the people around you, if they're not doing it, and you're the only one that's doing it, it makes you start to think that like, am I doing the right thing? You know, I feel like that's the biggest part about retention that a lot of people don't talk about in their journeys. Like some people do, but it's like say if like your like if you're talking to your family about it and you're talking to your friends about it, right? Talk about some people that you know that are close to you. Um, when you're talking to them, you start to realize it's like, um, I mean, let's be honest. You start to realize most of these people, they're not on the same consciousness. You know, some people will understand it, but a lot of people aren't going to understand it unless they're older and they've done it before. They're not going to understand why you're doing it, you know, and which can make you feel kind of like left out in a way because they're like, "Oh, why are you doing that?" You know, and that's okay because it's like it's not their path. It's not their path to go down that road. So whatever you're going through in the journey is your own journey. It's your part of the journey. I think with Dante Young, he said it made a lot of sense was that shout out to Dante Young, man. What made a lot of sense is that like you don't lose until you give up. Especially on something that's like a spiritual practice. I feel like certain things you should give up. Certain things you should give up. Some things like if you're just not that talented with it and you know you're not really gonna get much better, I feel like you can kind of like graph on like how much better you might get on something. Some things you know, like, all right, if I keep at this, it just ain't gonna work out for me. But other things you can obviously tell it's like especially spiritual things like it's something that is going to happen like no matter what it's going to happen no matter what. That's the crazy part about it. It's like it may not happen in this lifetime, but it's going to happen eventually. Everybody is going to be like this in a higher consciousness eventually, right? So it's basically like if you're really dedicated about these things, you're technically like on a fast track is what I've been told. You're like on a fast track of, maybe spirituality, I guess, if you want to put it in a sense. So I know, guys, I'm rambling and stuff and going on and on. But I mean, let's be completely honest here. Retention is important for many a reason. I think that a lot of people uh, that get on the journey, even for the challenge, like that's kind of like their stepping stone to something bigger. That's the whole like point of it all is to experience something. Uh, it's a very patient. Like you have to be patient with it. You got to be real patient with it and realize that when you're doing it, it's important. You know what I mean? It's important not just for the benefits. It's important because it's a purification process. And even when you relapse, even when I mean, I don't even like the word relapse, guys. Like I've said it before in some of my other videos. I say release, right? Even when you release, um, that's even a part of the journey in itself. So just know that Just know that it's a continuous battle until you're free. I feel like this is the funny part about this whole video, right, guys? And you'll probably be like, this is kind of crazy for me to say, but this is the funny part about the video. Like, you see me now, right? You see how I am right now. Obviously, it's freaking like early as heck in the morning, but I'm just saying, like, you see how I am right now. But when the Most High grants me the ability to go on long streaks, because I feel like that's where I'm at in my life. I feel like I just know too much at this point. I shouldn't even say know too much. I feel like I know what I'm meant to know, you know? And when you're into that deep realm of it, and you understand it as much as I do, it's like I was saying, like the limbo stage, like where you're like on the fence. It's like I'm not on the fence about what the benefits are. It's just that I feel like um your mind tries to trick you into believing that there isn't any benefits to it all the time. And at some point it gives up. The mind can't really like tell you that there isn't any benefits to it because you've already experienced some of the benefits. So it's like a battle between what is and what isn't, right? In your mind. And your mind's like slowly fading and losing. And you get to a point where all you know is to retain. You get what I mean? And because you obviously know what the other is. I think that's the hardest part about retention, and a lot of people don't like touch on that fact, and they just say like the glamorized part of it. It's like it's not easy to do the journey because of that very reason. It's like your mind is like, how can I put it? It's like your mind is pulling itself in two different directions, and you're like battling your own thoughts in your mind. You're like, but is this a benefit? Is this not a benefit? If I keep on this path, what will happen if I keep on that path? It's like if you're already on this path, you're already on the right path. Like you're already on the video you're supposed to see, and you're already going to go down the right road. I feel like when you're this deep into it and you know what I'm saying, you're already on the path of a long-term retainer, you know? And that's the crazy part about it all, is that like you have to go through these stages in order to get to the latter stage. I feel like the Most High, he like I feel like the Most High tests you, like like he tests you with a lot of different things in life, and I feel like the biggest tests that you get are the ones that you feel like, how can I put it right, guys? It's hard to like how to put it in words, man, sometimes. Um, I feel like the most important part about the journey, right, guys, is that you keep going. Because I kind of forgot what I was going to say, and I feel like that's for a reason, because I'm tired as heck, guys. um, I don't want to make this video too long, guys. I just want to be honest with you, and I'll be coming out with another video. And eventually I am gonna write the books. I've just been like busy doing stuff, guys. And have a blessed day. Peace out.